Hi everybody, this is my messy medicine cupboard and I want to get it all organised, and out here is the old cabinet that I want to clean up and look after and get organised. This used to be my great Uncle Billy's. So let's get started. White spirits, sugar soap, beeswax I didn't use, and that's a coloured wax to cover scratches, and wire wool. Use the fine one if you can, but then I ran out, so I had to use a medium one. So I'm just using white spirits and wire wool, fine one, and I go all over the whole of the cabinet, just taking off any imperfections and basically giving it a clean. All that ground in dirt in the varnish. The whole process of cleaning it took me 2 hours, and then there was extra time fixing a bit of the plinth on the bottom that broke off. I could see it was loose. So while we're watching this, have you had any inspiration of what challenge you'd like to give yourself, what you'd like to improve? I've been attending a course, Tony Robbins, 5 days free, and normally they're not at all. They cost thousands. And he did a 5-day course. It was absolutely fantastic. So on the last night, although he's extended it, there's going to be another night on Monday. He's doing an extra night for us. On the last night, he said, think what you would like to achieve in the next 6 months and what you would give to get that dream. And I thought, I'd like to lose 6 stone in 6 months. What would I do? And he said, and you have to take action so that you can't back out of it. So I'm going to make a separate video making a pledge, so that if you don't want to watch a cabinet video, you can you might still see my commitment to losing 6 stone in 6 months and the action that I took last night. I said, right, what would I give to lose 6 stone in 6 months? Well, I'd definitely start by doing 10,000 steps tonight before I go to sleep, and it was already 11:30. My husband thought I was mad because I've gone back up to 23 stone 4, and I'm back up to where I can only stand for 5 minutes before the pain starts. So he thought I was crazy. He came with me. He was walking the dogs, and I got to 2,500 steps, and my shoelace came untied, and I couldn't bend down. I was all so stiff. I couldn't bend down and tie my shoelace. So I found one of those salt sand buckets that they use to salt the roads in winter. You can just help yourself and put some on your path. I found one of those and put my foot on it to try and fasten my shoelace because Mark couldn't do it because he had the 2 dogs. And I couldn't bend my knee far enough to reach my shoes still. So I'm trying, and I must have squashed some internal organs because I've got cramp in my internal organs. I must have looked such a clip. Like, ah! And Mark said, right, home. You haven't done this far for ages. He said, it's too much, too soon. Home. I said, no, I promised myself I'd do 10,000 steps tonight. You go home if you want, but I'm doing them. But he stayed with me. 5,000 steps. And he really wasn't happy at all when I said, look, we're halfway there. I still want to do it. He thought I was mad, but he came with me. And then 9,000 steps, and with an untied shoelace in the dark, and everything was just seizing up. My back, my hips, my knees, my thighs were so tight, trying to support and do the work of everything else. I was at risk of falling over. That I'm just showing you there in the cabinet. I've used the sugar soap, and I've went over it twice with sugar soap, and then I go over it with just clean water, just to take it off, rinse it off. So yeah, 9,000 steps, and I was at risk of falling over. I could barely lift my feet up over curbs. How embarrassing and shocking is that, eh? I let myself get this unfit. So I said, okay, this is the last street and we'll go home. And if I haven't hit the 10,000 by the time I get home, I'll step on the spot at home where it's in the light and I'm not going to fall over. So I'll still do my steps, but I'll do them at home in the light on an even surface. So determined. Anyway, I get home, I look at my watch, and it says, my step counter, and it says 1,160 or something like that. I was like, what? It'd only reset it at midnight. So I don't know exactly how many steps I did, but I do know that 9,000 plus 1,100 and something equals action achieved. So I've made another decision. I have joined, it's a paid course with Tony Robbins now, but because I've attended the other one, I get it at a reduced price. I'm only going for bronze because I mean it's about £200, between £200 and £300. So that's the bronze, and that's reduced price. But when else am I going to get the chance to get a reduced price? And I am buzzing from the course. It's really left me uplifted and motivated, happier. You know, I've got goals. I've got things I want to get done. I want to get up in the morning and get them done. It's amazing. And it's in something like 48 days time. So I want to smash through losing a stone by the time I go there. Well, it's virtual. 4 days, 12 hours a day. I'll link it below in case anybody's interested. But it's like total immersion. So this has already changed me. That's without him, you know, having 12 hours a day with me. So I'm really excited. So I've decided I'm going to do 10,000 steps a day. If you'd like to join me by setting a fitness goal, pop it in the comments below and we'll support each other. If you've got an idea for motivation of decluttering or cleaning, let us know what you're planning to do and whether you achieved it, and we'll keep each other accountable. is me pulling out old nails and preparing the surface ready for me to fix that bit back on. I've been meaning to do this to this cabinet for 22 years. 22 years it's been just stuck in the loft and then the shed. And it's a good job I've done it now, because there was some sort of rot starting to happen, which is why that's come off. So hopefully, with a good old clean and in a nice dry atmosphere, I'll have sorted it. I've just finished recording the decluttering of the medicine cabinet, but I've yet to edit it. But hopefully it won't be too long and you'll be able to see that transformation. I've really enjoyed sharing this with you, and I hope you'll join me. We continue creating the life we love. So I'm going to get some foil and I'm going to put it behind the glass, because it's not going to look very nice in my bedroom with a load of modern bottles and boxes of medicine in there. So I'll see if what I can find to complement it. There we go, the finished product. Take care. Lots of love.